Não acredito, cara, que tudo isso
With haste.
pra nada.
Cut it out.
Já que eu sei o que me
It's worse than
espera,
those out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Does that worry you?
Well,
This
I'd give
goes
it a
hard.
bloody good fight, that's for sure.
At ease, friend. You're welcome to rest here. Who's there? Please, keep your distance. You're welcome to shelter here, but we've grave injuries to tend to. A devil, the most deadly foe we've yet encountered. We are paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being, straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family without mercy. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her. She ran toward the river when she saw we were merely wounded, not dead. Down the hill from here.
eu já sei que é caô, cara. Eu já sei que é caô.
If you capture her, you will have served Tyr where we could not. This is the sword of justice, blessed by Tyr. I've wielded it since I swore my oath. It's all I have, but it's yours if you stop her. Bring me her head, and Tyr will consider her crimes repaid. May the just God guide you.
Vamos lá. Vou falar com ela. Nossa, cara. Tive tanto trabalho. Vambora, vambora. Carlac.
One horn. This is the devil you've been tasked to kill.
Isso é metagaming? Agora que eu sei das coisas.
Me! Never been better. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called paladins of Tyr did. Nice of you to ask. Lately, I've gotten used to being called Devil. No follow-up questions. The truth is, well, it's a long story, and I'll tell it, but...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are... Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down? Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges, but I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Hang on, though. Looks like you got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Acho que eu vou trocar o Astarion por ela. Não preciso de 2 ladinos, não.
Goes nothing. Carefully now.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
Ué.
Talk to me.
A tale for the ages. Time for a cuddle. With pleasure.
Fool, damn you.
Take two.
Time to push my luck again.
Swords meet sorcery. Shall we cut and run?
Take two.
Erro. Era isso.
Another fight. Let's go.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Time to kill.
Espada longa. espada da justiça.
Breathe deep and move.
Eu tenho que achar um jeito de vender tudo isso. Vamos descansar, vai. Onde que troca o pessoal?
The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. But you just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlak, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus. The devil's head, and yours. If you so much as...
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the first hell. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living, evil incarnate.
Your ally's a fraud, a soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you, I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. Karlak's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlak's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldrin's helm, No. I will not be tricked.
Deixa de ser
You
burro,
saw
cara.
the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served. No! Devils cannot be trusted.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
you would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good and ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word? Hey!
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Ah. O cara sumiu. Primeiro, mas é o mais importante, né?
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
Tenho certeza você fala bem alto.
Fair, but still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
Tá. Consigo mudar de classe, né? Tipo.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
Ah. O que você está fazendo?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Pra onde ficar minha classe? Já paguei? Ainda não escolhi, cara. Tá, agora a gente tem a Karlach, né? Que deve ser guerreira. Patrulheiro. Eu acho que na real ela é bárbara, né? Tipo, fúria, defesa sem armadura. Vou de guerreiro, vai. Vamos. Tem monge também, né? O que que monge faz? Vamos de guerreiro. Perdi toda a minha habilidade, cara. Tá aqui, subi de nível. Nice. Bora. Vamos ver então. Manobra. Manobras são ataques poderosos que usam dados de superioridade. Contra-ataque. Quando uma criatura hostil erra um ataque corpo a corpo contra você, gaste um dado de superioridade para evitar um poderoso ataque que causa mais um D8 de dano. Ação da arma, ação da arma. Não entendi. Tá. Talento disponível. Sobrevida. Maestrias em armas. Interessante isso, né? Tô em dúvida. Sentinela, eu acho. Tá.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Deixa de ser dramático, cara. Multiclasse. Este recurso avançado permite que você combine as suas diversas classes, porém, também limita o poder que você pode alcançar nelas. Quanto mais classes adicionar, menos poder alcançará em cada uma delas. Então, vamos de bad, né? A mãozinha deles. Como que muda quem que vem comigo? O que foi, coçada?
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool.
Eu não ia jogar bola? Pensei que eu ia jogar bola. Item obtido bola. Arremessar. Deixa eu separar a bola do coçado aqui. Como que eu escolho quem que vem comigo? Queria colocar a Carla aqui. Examinar. Bárbara, é isso mesmo. Ixi, de personagem. Tá, eu tenho um ladino, um clérigo e um mago. Aprovação?
At the ready.
Não tem como dispensar? Calma, gente, calma. Preciso trocar vocês, calma.
Very well.
Hey, soldier. You did? Wow. That was sound of you. Why'd you do it? Glad to be counted among them. Really glad. Wish I could have been there to watch those ignots crumble, but I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them down might have put my tin can into overdrive. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart.
Caralho, que foda.
Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. high pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Tá, eu só preciso... saber como que eu troco eles. Deixa eu examinar o Will, o que ele é. Ele é um bruxo? Ué. Visão do grupo é aqui. Tem que ser aqui, cara, não é possível. Tá, não é aqui. Não dá pra arrastar.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Acho errado.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
Exato.
Copper for your thoughts? Hell yes.
Bora.
I'd love to, thanks.
Senso de perigo. Coração selvagem. Pé seca. Nice, rapaziada, vambora. Ele é um bruxo, né? Tipo, vou deixar ele por enquanto. Mas eu devo admitir que eu queria trocar o Gale também. Aquele é com quem eu tenho um melhor relacionamento. Tá, vambora, vambora.
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
Queria saber que barulho é esse. Nossa, deixa... Nossa, vacilei. Esqueci de pegar os itens do Astarion antes de tirar ele do... A gente poderia voltar lá no santuário, né? Ah, entendi como é que funciona.
Let's get going. Very well.
Coçado é um familiar?
The beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. A swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Checkmate.
Got to keep fighting.
Nothing will stand in my way. Think you can take me on?
get up. Your time has come.
Hyenas birthing gnolls? How horrid.
Once in a lifetime sight, that.
Veneno de droga.
Moving ahead.
Eu vou voltar lá no santuário. Ou de casa, pode falar o que tá metendo. Tô brincando. Dá pra usar o portão, né?
My hands on everything.
O que faz pra usar o portal? Ponto de rota.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Valeu, obrigado.
We can't save them all.
Foi agora, Gay. De novo, cara. Meu Deus.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Não tem nada
Perhaps
agora.
I'm not conveying the urgency of the situation. It's incredibly, world-shatteringly important you give me a suitable artifact. Please.
Não vou te dar nenhum agora, cara. Carisma -1.
Of course. I would hate for you to think me impatient or ungrateful. I shall persevere. For now.
Vamos embora.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Aperto do dragão. Quanto que vale? 168. Tem alguma coisa mais barata que ele possa consumir? Calma. Primeiro, deixa eu ver
Sylvanus be with you.
o equipamento desse grupo aqui. O machado dela é 4 de 15. Tá, vamos lá.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Easy. Que só, né?
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Vou usar isso aqui, né?
Sylvanus be with you.
few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. That is most gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Ah, já começou, né?
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess?
Você Tô totalmente flores e chocolates.
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Esse time tem sérios problemas no coração, né? Com a porra de
You feel
livro.
the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in. Into the dark. You
Vambora.
see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God says it ever hungry.
Como que você ainda está vivo?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Não tem nada que
Might
possamos
chance upon a
fazer.
king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
If having dangerous otherworldly objects stuck in your skin is wrong, then Gale and I both have to go. We're not really splitting up, are we?
Chegamos até aqui juntos e assim vamos continuar.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down.
É isso que é
I
amizade, né,
stand at
cara?
a
Vambora.
precipice. But if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Let's go, bro. Tá.
Children, I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two. Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Vamos tentar achar o Tiflin que sabe sobre... Pode mexer no coração da Carla aqui. Talvez seja esse.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky.
Very
I might
risky.
be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Vernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Nós podemos procurar ferro
I've
infernal.
sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
Por favor.
Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up.
Vamos ver. Eu não tenho muito pra vender, né?
Forged from the heart.
I could use the target practice.
Uses wooden tools.
Som pessoal, companheiros. Continue a viagem com a Astária. Tá. Não dá pra ter todo mundo no grupo, cara. Só cabe 4. Tem como chamar a mina lá rapidão? Não? Vamos atrás desse ferro aí que eles estão falando.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it. It's been known to happen.
Abre o portão aí, família. Valeu. Tem que procurar ferro, cara. O cara falou que no caminho ele tinha sentido. Tá voltando bastante. Chegamos na nave. Pelo menos tem um portal aqui. Vai dar pra ir rápido. Lá pra cima. Será que nessa nave não teria ferro infernal? Não? Bom. Uma pena.
What's in here?
Stroll through the forest to invigorate the spirit.
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
Without so much as a stirring from our tadpoles.
A girl could get used to this.
Será que a gente consegue matar esses... Calma. Antes disso... Matar 2 é mais fácil que matar 3. Na maioria dos casos.
You hear another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
Go away! What the hell are you doing?
É isso.
Aye, aye.
Eu não tô conseguindo mirar, cara. Ah, uma ogre.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Despite everything. Never thought I'd ever walk in on a bugbear and an ogre.
Let's just put this behind us. Far behind us.
E tem aqui. Vou matar aqueles três lá.
Looks like this town was ransacked by soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
Quite cruelly, too.
Must have been an awful day for the people who lived here.
Nothing else. It was a mercifully short one.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Unless you bear the mark, of course.
Diminuiu.
It's dinner time, boys.
Vamos lá, vamos brincar. Calma. Eu tenho espaço para chegar lá?
In position.
catch a break. May the dice roll in my favor.
Podia ter tirado flecha, né?
Shall be done.
Eita.
What's that?
Não dá pra passar, não acredito.
Moving.
Let's end this. Have to keep going.
Survival is all that matters. I speak, they burn.
Ué.
My faith will protect me.
Calma. Primeiro.
Still breathing, despite everything. Creator, destroyer.
I need healing. What's the plan? Take you.
Now. The witching hour.
Não tinha pego um que dava vida?
Not going to last much longer.
Under their noses.
Ready. On my way.
Never a dull moment.
Death is but a word away.
My wounds are too much to bear.
Need to act fast. Bleed for me.
Fogo das
Sometimes
fadas?
the only way out is through.
Boa, time. Diário de Grumo
Wonder if the gods are
esclarecido.
watching me.
The whole village is falling to pieces. These goblins aren't exactly house-proud as occupiers go.
Wouldn't blame the gobs. Place looks like it's been abandoned a good while. But hey, maybe we can scare up a few dusty bottles of wine somewheres.
I like your way of thinking. Split any takings we find?
Sister, you've got a deal. I am ready to rest my weary head.
Time to get going.
Vamos ver o diário. Os triunfos e viagens de Grumo esclarecido. Dia 1. Agora que vejo a verdade, mal consigo me lembrar de um tempo anterior. A princípio, pensei que era a carne da humana que conferia esse dom, mas depois passei a acreditar que era o diadema que ela usava. Tinha caroço naquele angu. Dia 4. O chefe Goblin Drorhaglin fez uma proposta tentadora. Poupe qualquer presa que carrega a marca de seu novo deus e banqueteie-se com o resto. Ele ofereceu valores consideráveis em troca. Então, tô querendo matar esse tal de Hagslin aí, mano. Escuto vozes. Não tenho pá pra isso. As vozes eram daqui?
Enough! We know you haven't.
Hey,
Please,
something bit me.
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina. Just let her go. Please.
You there? Please, I don't know what's come over these boys. I just want to go home.
The old woman's face creases with false concern. You realize she's lying about seeing this girl, Mayrina.
Stop this! We won't ask again!
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are. Some advice? You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology at the ready. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. Ain't seen nothing like that before.
She could shoot fireworks out of her backside for all I care. The hag has Rena.
It's our sister, Mayrina. She's... well... she was in a bad way after her husband died.
Started saying weird things, like how she was gonna bring him back.
Next thing, she's gone looking for the hag. Of all the stupid things to do. And we haven't seen her since. And no good ever came from dealing with a hag.
None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast!
Pode deixar, vou trazer a Mayrina pra casa.
Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you are. No way I'm leaving Rena to you.
But, Joel...
Not a chance. We're getting her back on our own. Now, come on.
Por que a Umbrama desaprova? É muito chato, cara. Vamos, gente. Salvar uma moça de uma bruxa.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
De DT? Nossa. Cena bônus. Não deu.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Vamos prosseguir com cautela.
Nasty surprise. Caution is one.
Tem sangue ali.
The brothers. I guess they didn't find their sister.
Whoever did this wanted them to suffer. We need to be careful.
Faz 2 minutos que a gente viu eles, cara.
Let's have a look.
Caros Joe e Demir, por favor, não se irritem. Estou falando sério. Só estou deixando esse bilhete para que vocês não entrem em pânico e façam alguma coisa idiota. Vou até a bruxa. Devo ao Connor tentar consertar as coisas. Vocês sabem que ele faria o mesmo por mim. Voltarei em breve. Portanto, não digam nada à mamãe, está bem? Ela já tem preocupações demais na cabeça. Mayrina. Salvar de novo, né? Tem alguém ali em cima.
Something's on my mind.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it. Today, the same as you. A humble supplicant, come to bargain with the lady of this house. That is,
Why, you came to her lair, I take it, to bargain. A charming sight, to be sure. But the prettiest web still has a spider sitting at its center. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness. And their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price.
E você não sentiu
Of
bastante?
course, I'm a hunter who lost his prey, and here I am seeking help from something worse. But she thrives on suffering. Once she hears what awaits my quarry when I catch him, she will help. Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger.
Persuasão. Carisma -1.
No. This duty is mine alone. But for such an offer, an answer at least is owed. I hunt a vampire spawn called Astarion. I'm bound to bring him back to Baldur's Gate, alive. Though I cannot swear to his condition once my tribe are done with him. Is he known to you?
Que sua tribo quer com uma criatura assim?
My people were recently attacked in the night. Our camp set upon by a band of vampire spawn. In the chaos of battle, one of them stole away with our children. We've been searching for them ever since. We believe this Astarion knows exactly what happened that night and where to find our little ones. If captured, my people will make him talk. So I ask again, is he known to you?
Nós nos conhecemos, ele não é do tipo que se rende tranquilamente.
You do know him? I don't suppose you'll tell me where he is.
Ai, agora eu faço. Não sei o que fazer, cara. Poderia mentir? Poderia dizer que não vou ajudar a encontrá-lo? Mas aí ele pediria ajuda pra bruxa, né? Que já tá puta comigo. O cara parece meio desesperado. E agora?